On our live stage at the Slumpbuster in Council Bluffs, Iowa, Thad Anderson with Devon Person. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Thad.
I know you've been busy on the ball field already. You've got three games under your belts, right?
We have 2 games under our belt. We're actually preparing to play another game
Okay,
at
so
12 o'clock.
you had one yesterday,
Yes.
and then one this morning already.
Yeah.
You got one more coming up.
We have one more coming up.
All right, no wonder you look you got your game face on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ready for this next one. It's been a lot of tough competition, so we're just trying to get prepared for the next game.
ESP Matrix is the team name. Devon Person coaches with ESP Matrix. You're playing in the 10-year-old TCSB D1 championship.
Yes.
So that bracket is sort of a subset of the bigger 10-year-old division, and it's, I'll call it the cream of the crop. It's the top-notch teams.
Invite only, and from what I've seen from all the teams so far is that they've lived up to that. So that's what we're facing this weekend, and hopefully we're going to come in at 12 o'clock and get us a win and get ready for bracket play tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's been pool play yesterday, today, and then you'll break out into a bracket and play through kind of a College World Series style format,
Exactly.
right, with a best-of-3 championship and simulate what the college guys
Just
are
like
doing.
the big boys.
Yeah, that's fun for these 10-year-old players. So when you make the trip to Omaha, you made the trek here from Hialeah, Florida, South Florida, Miami area.
South Florida, Miami, yeah.
And that's a long haul.
It's a long haul, but we have great parents, and they support their kids, they support the team, so it's all worth it. Regardless of the outcome, all the families that we have here are really enjoying the time. Everybody's been hospitable, and so yeah, we're ready to go.
Well, we've mentioned a couple of the obvious reasons that you would make a trip from Florida here. One is the College World Series is going on, so that's pretty exciting for everybody, coaches, the kids, the families. Yeah. 2 is it's a great tournament with great competition.
Yep.
What is it? Why is it that this is a big time commitment, big money commitment for the program? What caused you to say, yeah, we're going to the Slumpbuster?
Well, one of the things when we started our program and we looked at the kids that we initially began with when we were starting out at about 6 years old, was we saw the college potential. We wanted to see our boys play at a higher level, and we've always instilled that into them. All of our kids, they're AB students. They do well in school. So we wanted to associate ourselves with what was going on with the college teams, because that's what we want for our kids. We want them to be able to play, to go to school, and so that's how we take it.
So the ESP and ESP Matrix, there was a vision that brought about ESP, and ESP stands for something. You want to talk us through that?
Yes. So ESP is basically a combination of where we actually began. Part of it, the E stands for Eagle Eye Elite. The S is for Seminoles, and the P is for Pasadena, which is our original home. Our head coach, Melvin Smith, attended and graduated from Florida State, so that's where the Seminoles come from. And it's just a combination. It's just about sort of having a higher vision for what we want to do with our team, and it's a matrix, something that we fused all those things together in one, and here we are.
All right, Florida State, you just mentioned him, Melvin Smith, big Florida State fan, so he's out working on his chop right now somewhere.
Yes, Melvin Smith, and I want to say we're team divided. We're team divided. We have some Florida State fans, and we have some UM fans. Obviously, UM did not make it to the. I happen to be a UM fan. They didn't make it through, but we're still extremely supportive of Florida State, being a team coming, obviously from Florida. Personally, I have 2 nieces that attend Florida State now, so I have no reason to root against them. But yeah, it's a big rivalry.
Yeah, so no Hurricanes here this year. That's unfortunate. But Florida and Florida State are here, so your state well represented. So for your kids playing on your 10-year-old team, not only getting to see the national scene of youth baseball and the College World Series, but also seeing 2 teams from your own home state.
From our own home state.
That's a little inspiration to a young player.
It's inspirational, and like I said, most of our kids, they actually want to attend Florida. They actually want to attend Florida State. They love the Seminoles. So a lot of times back home, we'll always go check out those games over at Mark Light Stadium down in Coral Gables, Florida. And, yeah.
So they play, I think it's tomorrow night, if I've got it right.
Tomorrow night they have
game 2 of the college,
LSU,
or actually, I'm sorry, not tomorrow night. Saturday night.
I believe they have LSU.
Friday night is opening ceremonies, and then Saturday game 1 has Oregon State, the number 1 national seed, playing Cal State Fullerton, and then LSU and Florida. So not only Florida State playing, but LSU always draws a huge crowd. Are you guys going to be able to get to that game? You trying to go?
We're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best to get to that game. We have every intent to get over there.
I know the design of the schedule for the Slumpbuster is that you play early and then you're done by early mid-afternoon so that you can get to that night session.
Yep.
So it's good you didn't draw the first game of the day on Saturday with Florida State because that would have been harder to get to, but
obviously,
hopefully you'll make it over there.
Yeah, we're going to make it over there.
Hey, tell us, before we let you get back, I know you got to go crunch out some planning for this game coming up for you guys, but at the 10-year-old competitive level, what's the difference maker, or a couple of difference makers? For a team to be good to great, what does a 10-year-old team have to have that makes it stand out?
I think it's not much different than the major leagues at this point. You have kids that are here that are highly skilled, strong. So I think that it still comes down to the pitching. It comes down to pitching and hitting, the fundamentals of the game. When kids are younger, you can get away with a lot of defensive errors and things like that because kids are still developing their skill. But at this point, you have kids that are really chunking it across the plate, great change-ups, great command, they're not beginners, so they're not just trying to put the ball across the plate. At this point, you have kids that actually have great command of their pitches, and that's what we've seen so far today, and that's the challenge at the 10U level. Yeah,
for anybody watching this conversation, go to triplecrownsports.com, find the 10-year-old TCSB bracket, the schedule, and go watch a game, and it's amazing. You'll forget how young these kids are when you watch them play baseball.
They play like the big boys.
And, they make an error, and you think, why did he make that error? And you think, oh, the guy's, he barely got his socks on this morning.
Exactly. And, I mean, and they make, and if you watch baseball long enough, you see that even the big boys, they make some of the same errors, and that's one of the things that we always go back to our kids and try to settle them down.
The ESP Matrix is the program out of South Florida, and this is Devon Person. Devon, thanks for joining us today.
Good
luck on the ball field.
I appreciate it. Hey, it was great. Thanks for having me here.